Welcome to the Wheel and Chill Show. This is our inaugural stream. Granted, the Wheel of Time show hasn't started yet, but we figured we would kind of work out the kinks before it did. And so here we are. I'm so happy to be here with my co-hosts. We've got the Winespring Cafe and Tavern, and I am Kritter XD. So I think we're just going to start this stream out with just a few little introductions, because, you know, I don't want to assume that you already know who we are. So I am Kritter XD. I do TikToks mainly about the Wheel of Time almost every single day. I also am Egwene Alvear on Twitter. I do the Instagram. I do other stuff too, and I'm on Twitch and YouTube. I do reaction videos and all kinds of other breakdowns and whatnot. So that's me. What about you guys? How about we jump over to Tavern? Tell us about yourself.
Okay. Tavern. I try to so I post on TikTok and I do a lot of Twitter, and I started a YouTube channel. But I also do merch stuff like designs and whatnot. It's amazing to be here. Kritter was the inspiration for me getting even going, and Winespring, oh my God, I think we hit it off right from the moment we started posting food. So this is really exciting. I'm super stoked. On Twitter, the reason I chose Tavern is because I want to be impartial. I want to be a tavern. I want to be a conduit for discussion. That's where the polls come from. So there you go.
There it is. All right, Winespring Cafe. Give us what you do, you know, in the Wheel of Time fandom.
Hi. I'm Winespring Cafe, and I just want to start off by saying I'm incredibly nervous to be talking to all of you right now live. So just wanted to get that out of the way. So hello, I'm nervous. In the fandom, I create recipes based on the Wheel of Time characters and areas in the books, and I try to participate on Twitter and be friendly and fun. That's all.
And I think you achieved that remarkably well. What can I say?
Thanks.
Okay, so just like along the same lines of introductions, let's just well, you know what? Why don't we introduce this segment, what do we want to call it? Our show. Let's introduce the show. So the idea behind the show was the Wheel of Time is going to be a show on Amazon Prime. Not sure you knew. I assume you did. And we all three are big fans. And so we knew we were going to be reacting and talking and gushing and whatever else in the Wheel of Time community. And so we thought, you know what, why don't we just make it official, you know? And so that's where we are. Basically, the plan is to just every week, the Wheel of Time will premiere on a Friday, and the next Monday, we're going to hop on and just hash it out, basically. So we have a spoilers idea, that the rules that we're going to follow, just in case you're curious. We decided that for most shows, we're going to start out spoiler free and just talk about all the information that we already have, you know, the things that we've seen in official releases, you know, the show itself, the episode that just aired, the previous episodes, and any teasers and stuff. Once we get into spoiler territory, we're going to announce it, and I will throw up a spoiler flag on the stream, and if it's only temporary, I can like take it up and put it back down and whatever else. So visually you'll be able to see when you can come back, and yeah, that's pretty much going to be the plan spoilers wise, if you were curious. Do you guys have any other things you want to, you know, weigh in when it comes to that situation?
Nope. Sound good?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Well then, we're going to keep introducing ourselves. How's that sound? The next kind of little question I wanted to get into before we started getting into the teasers and stuff is just kind of establish our credibility. Let's put it that way. So also I see all of you all in the chat. I'm so happy to have you here. This is really exciting. I see honey cakes in the chat. Like I saw the word honey cakes and then I just got hungry. So I really appreciate that. Two Rivers Badger. That's very kind of you to make me hungry. So yeah, Fian Bam Ghost, I actually just answered your question without realizing it, whether there were going to be spoilers in the stream if you're on book 5. I don't anticipate you getting spoiled on anything, and if there's a chance, we will tell you. So that, yeah, that's where we're at. All right, so introducing ourselves. Basically, we're going to establish our legitimacy by telling you guys what what we know, what we like, our history essentially with the Wheel of Time. And I'll start. Some of you may already know this. I started my fantasy journey at the library. I saw a book cover that had a red dragon on it, and I just decided that that's the book I was going to read. Turns out that was The Hobbit, a very famous fantasy book. And after I read The Hobbit, I read The Lord of the Rings. And after I read The Lord of the Rings, I needed more fantasy. And I didn't want to read The Silmarillion because I didn't know it existed. So I moved on to Robert Jordan. And that was probably, I want to say like late, like in my early teens, 13, 14, when I was 13 or 14. And let's just say I've read them several times since, and I've been relatively obsessed. Although I did admit on Twitter just recently that I only read Winespring for the first time about 2 years ago. So I have read it since. Again, I have done a reread, but I hadn't read it yet. So that is something that you might judge me for, but that's fine. All right, so how about we go with Winespring first this time, since we started with Tavern last time.
Sweet.
Cool. Let's see. I picked it up in 2015, and then I put it down really fast because the prologue was really rough. And my husband actually kept encouraging me to try again. Even though he hadn't read it, he just knew I would love it from what he had heard. And so I tried again. So I tried 4 times before I actually made it through the prologue and got completely addicted. And then I read the entire book series in I think like 7 months.
Wow.
And then immediately started my first Wheel of Time blog, which was mountainsofmist.com. It's not there anymore, but I didn't know Twitter had a community of fans, so I just started blogging all by myself, talking about it.
To get my thoughts out here, into the universe.
I was like, I really miss all my friends. Like, I just need to act like they're still around and talk about them. So I did that for a while.
Luce. I'm just gonna write everything Luce tells me on this page.
Oh man, when I found Twitter of Time and all of you guys, just such amazing fans, it was awesome. Yeah. I'm really, really happy to have found you guys.
Same. I actually only found Twitter of Time in early 2020. Like it was middle of pandemic. Like I had just finished a reread, like one of my many, and I tweeted about it on my normal account. And I was just, I was tweeting about something random, and I think it was the Rand. The main Rand account that we all love, Default Rand, who like tweeted at me like Twitter of Time, whatever, and I was like, what? And then I think the next day I created the Egwene Alvira account. She's my favorite character, and I actually kind of did a little searching to make sure I wasn't like stepping on anybody's toes. And man, the rest is history. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So okay, Tavern, hit us with your history.
Okay, so I heard about the Wheel of Time right before I left for a deployment in the early 2000s, like 2003, 2004. A friend of mine was like, "Oh, you play D&D, you've done all this stuff, you read Wheel of Time." I'm like, "I have no idea what the hell that is." Right? So he goes, "Oh, it's a great series, you should check it out." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I grabbed, I think, the first 2 books, and then I deployed. And then I was like writing home, "Send me the next book, send me the next book," or So my wife was mailing me like 2 or 3 books at a time. So during my deployment, I got all caught up to where we were, which was, when Robert Jordan was still alive, before he got sick. Well, not before he got sick, but when we found out that he was sick.
Yeah.
Which was heartbreaking. So, and then it was just, the slog with everybody else waiting for the books to come out and being, "Oh my God, Brandon Sanderson finally finished it. Crap, Tor turned it into 3 books, you sons of bitch."
Oh, I think Brandon Sanderson had something to do with that. He took one look at the outline and was like, my book's gonna be about this big.
What
So
did he say? It was like 800,000 words or some ridiculous tome, right? So yeah, and I finished the books, and I have a confession to make.
Okay.
I glanced at Winespring once.
No! You haven't read it? Oh my God. So wow. No. All right. So I felt bad for only having read it twice.
Listen, I talked to my friend. I'm like, "What the hell is this Winespring thing? It's a prequel." I said, I'm like 9 books in. What the hell? And he's like, it's a prequel, dude. It's just, don't worry about it. I was like, all right.
I think
Wrong.
if I'm remembering right, Andrew from the Black Tower podcast has also never read New Spring, so you're in really good company. Let's put it that way. It's really, really good company.
But yeah, that's where I'm at, and I found out about Twitter a time off of your stream. So
Oh, wow.
I knew nothing. When you streamed
Nice.
the watch for the teaser trailer is when I found out about Twitter a time.
Really?
And I saw you on TikTok. Then you were like, "Oh, I'm going to do the watch party for the teaser trailer," and I said, "I'm going on there on Twitch." And then you were like, "Oh, I'm also on Twitter," and I was like, "What are this?" So I went to Twitter and I was like, "There's a freaking million people on here. What the?"
Right?
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I had no
Within a
idea.
couple of days, within the couple of days, I had Tavern, and I went with that.
I was your gateway drug. Can I just
You were
can
my-
we say that?
Were.
Like
Say it.
I like that better than Muse. So,
I
yes,
like
gateway
that better than Muse too. I think it's got an edge to it that is appropriate in my
drug.
mind.
And it fits with Wheel of Time. You were my gateway drug.
Oh, gateway drug. All right, so I'm seeing in the chat we've got Dana Lou here, Tavern Tavern. Read
Dana
it
Lou, yeah.
this week. Can we get a commitment from you? First of all, can I just say, New Spring is not the best in the series. New Spring, however, is incredibly short. Compared to the other books, it is the fastest read of all time. You could easily read it in a single week. So, also, all the teasers and stuff that we've seen, they kind of suggest that we're going to get maybe some New Spring out of it. And how are you even going to weigh in if you haven't read the book? How are you going to weigh it? Part of me thinks you should just read it before the show comes out.
Okay.
She's
so,
calling you out.
I don't have a problem. Listen, I don't have a problem reading. I just have to go find it.
Oh,
Hey.
okay.
As soon as I can find it, I will go get it and I will read it.
Okay.
I have the whole series on my bookshelf.
Beautiful.
Hardback and paperback. I only have 4 hardback. And then downstairs have 10 or 12 extra paperbacks.
Wow. Okay. I've
I've
got my
got,
extra
like,
paperbacks
4
behind me.
Yeah, I've got like 4, Crosswords of Twilight. I got a ton of extras. Yeah, I see your bookshelf back there with your hardbacks.
No, these
lady.
are my paperbacks. My hardbacks are
okay.
upstairs behind my office streaming setup. I gotta really show off for the work fam, so I can be like, "Hey, have you guys heard of the Wheel of Time? By the way, like, go check it out."
And I've been pressured. I will read it before the show comes out.
Wow. Okay, good. I love that.
Right.
Not only broadcasting on Twitch, Brando, I didn't mention this, but we're simultaneously live on Twitch and YouTube. So the conversation is going on in both places. Feel free to join either. We're partying everywhere basically. So yeah, I think there's going to be New Spring material in the show, and I'm excited because New Spring has got more like Moraine Swan. It's got Soiraine, which I am a big proponent of. I love them. I mean, I think they're just they're just a dynamic duo that I can't get enough of, basically. So I do really enjoy New Spring. I see you guys in the chat. Nice. All right. So basically, now that I feel like we've got our
Send you a
introductions,
copy.
I feel like we have our introductions out of the way, and now it's just basically time to break down the things that we already have, to just get really excited and sort of I want to get into a little like speculation territory. I feel like people speculate all the time on Twitter, but I don't get to like verbally say stuff out loud, except for into my TikTok void. But I want to. Oh, what's up, Tavern? Looks like you want to say something.
I do. So are we gonna watch the one that we talked about? We were gonna show first
I think the Nynaeve clip.
to introduce that.
You would like to introduce it? Okay, because I haven't seen it. All right, so yeah. We're going to let Tavern introduce the Nynaeve clip, and then I'm going to switch scenes on my Streamlabs, because I'm an expert streamer now, hopefully. We'll see.
Very nice.
And
Very nice.
but feel free to introduce it before we do switch over.
So the introduction isn't really so much for the clip; it's for these two.
Okay.
Neither one of them have watched the Nynaeve clip, so this is gonna be fun to watch their expressions. Because oh my god! All right, that's it. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, I mean, here's the deal. I want to explain myself before we start the clip. I saw it on Twitter and thought it was a leak and not an actual, like, Amazon official promo. I thought somebody had gotten something, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna watch it because I don't watch leaks. Like, it's just a principle that I have. And then somebody was like, no, it's actually coming up if you go to the Wheel Wiki or whatever, Watt Wiki or something like that. And I was just like, oh, is it really real? But by then it had been long enough that I was like, I guess I could just wait until the stream. Like, why not? So I'm really excited about it. Winespring, why haven't you watched it yet?
Oh, the same.
Okay.
I wanted to watch it the first time here.
Okay. So, all right, bear with me. I'm going to switch over to my other monitor. I'm gonna make sure I don't have anything weird on it. Okay,
Gird your loins.
Gird your loins. I'm gonna try and make sure there's audio on it, and then okay, stand by.
The Dark One is waking. If we do...
You should.
The Dark...
Guys, it's loading. Hold on. Sorry about that. Okay, I wanted to full screen it, and then I realized if I full screen it, I would lose the load. So I want to let it load really quick, and then we'll go back. What I see so far is really exciting. Let's put it this way. Reading the pattern says gird your loins. All right. Well, I mean, I'm a Nynaeve stan. Like, I may be Egwene on Twitter, and Egwene may be my favorite character, but Nynaeve is she's a stud. I love her.
Yeah.
She's gonna take you to a whole new level with this.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she's not
I'm
gonna be
gonna cry. Do I need to get tissues?
She's gonna be like a frame on a whole house, is what she's gonna be.
Okay, why is it?
The Dark One.
Oop. Wait, okay, it's fully loaded now. Holy, get excited. All right, I'm switching again. Stand by, ready?
Don't lose your load.
The Dark One is waking. If we do not stop him, the whole world will turn to darkness. There will be one who can stand against him. And it's one of you.
The Wheel of Time. Only on Prime Video.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Sorry, I didn't mean to scream.
Wanna watch that again?
I mean, and I feel like people have seen it already. We should just talk about it. I don't want to spend all of our time, all of our precious. I mean, I want to watch it. I'll watch it again after the stream. Okay, Winespring, how'd you feel about that?
It's still playing, so I guess mine's a little slow, and I have no audio. But I'm pretty sure I just saw Nynaeve like jump out of a pond with a sword. Was that a Trolloc? Like, there was no audio.
Did you guys not have audio?
I did.
What did I just watch?
You have to turn the audio on YouTube.
Is it going to play back for you guys really bad?
I had audio.
No. I just turned the audio on YouTube, on Twitch.
Oh, Winespring. I was like, it did have audio. Anyways.
It did have audio, yeah.
It was just me.
What up, everybody? Okay, we just watched the Nynaeve clip, and I mean, it's only 30 seconds. Winespring, you want to turn on your YouTube audio, and we'll play it again?
Yeah.
Okay. Nynaeve clip one more time now that we figured out how the heck to do this, okay? This is a test stream for a reason. Ready?
The Dark One is waking. If we
I guess on YouTube there's like a really long delay.
To darkness. There will be one who can stand against him.
It's still not even coming up on my end.
And it's one of you.
The Wheel of Time.
Want to bring up Twitch?
I might need to. There we go. Here we go.
Let her watch it. And then,
Okay. She's got a little bit of a delay, which is fine because I want to talk about it. Oh my god. Also, like, I love that's the flame. No, that's the dragon's fang, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention, but yeah.
Yeah, that's the dragon's fang. At the very end in the pool.
Yeah.
I need clip 10 more times. I'll watch it. Wheel Chazeel. Don't blame you. It's so good.
Which is something I want to talk about later on. Is that Fang?
In spoiler territories. I see.
No, not spoiler territory.
We'll talk about it right now. Then we're on it.
So here's the thing: as we look through the teasers and the trailers, hidden fangs and flames in the actual just background in the scenery. So see that Moraine's Quest one where we see the dead carcasses on the ground in the shape of the fang.
Yeah.
And then you see the women's circle going through the mountains, and there's the cave looks like entrance when they go through the entrance into Shatter Lagoth. That's another one. You have this one here. So it's going to be like a Where's Waldo throughout the entire season.
Yeah. All right. So
I think
here
they're going to be hiding them everywhere.
this is what we're talking about. I'm gonna just clip really quick to the second monitor so you can see because it's paused. All right, do you see it? Did you see it now? If you hadn't seen it before, maybe that's just, I mean, it is kind of hitting us on the head with it a little bit, but like,
Yeah, that one's on the nose.
I
Yep.
love it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Hello, everyone in the chat. Welcome. The Wheel and Chill show is active, and we're all very excited. I guess you know what I didn't mention at the beginning of the stream that we meant to mention, and we'll mention again at the end, is that this is our pre-show stream, and the reason for that is next Monday is one of the most exciting days of my entire life. And for a lot of Wheel of Time fans, they're doing screenings across the United States, and so that's when we're all going to be seeing not all of us, some of us, the lucky few, are going to be seeing the first 2 episodes of the Wheel of Time. So we will not be doing a stream because we're going to be fulfilling our lifelong dream of watching the Wheel of Time episodes 1 and 2. So yeah. That's thank you for you love the show name Nerdy Guns. Thank you. We actually did a poll about it. You should have seen our Twitter DM. It was literally like, I don't know how many we came up with. They went from really, really nerdy to like silly. You know, I think mine was like wheelie good show. That was one of my first ones. And thank you, Roger Dern. I'm really excited. But yeah, so we ended
Somebody
up
said, "Oh, Wheel and Chill."
yeah. Wheel and Chill is what we landed on after the poll where we went between the Wheel and Chill show and what was the other one?
One was Kritter's Winespring Tavern.
That's not it. Stop. It was a solid choice. I just don't remember what it was. And you know what? Maybe it wasn't that solid.
For the ones that we were yeah. It was something about really good vibes.
Really good vibes, which I
that
did
was
like.
it.
To answer
Yes.
your question, let's see. If I'm gonna be Dana Luhu, am I gonna be on Nablish's show tonight? Yes, I told him that the Wheel and Chill show was happening, and so I wasn't gonna be able to join until we planned ahead that this was gonna be about an hour. So I'll be hopping off of this and hopping onto that at about 8:30 Central Time. So it's a busy night for Kritter XD. Let's put it that way.
It's very busy.
Very exciting though. So yeah,
You want
that
to talk about that clip?
let's talk about that clip, man. She looks like this didn't happen in the books, first of all. I mean, if you count that a spoiler, it's a spoiler. But man, does it capture Nynaeve perfectly. Am I right?
Actually, I think it elevates her. I mean,
Yeah.
because in the book she was pretty tough, but this took her to a she basically not only did she kill the Trolloc in that trailer, she took its own sword and killed it.
I know.
So it was a giant knife.
Yes.
She, like took his shit and stabbed him with it or sliced him.
I
And that elevates her to a whole new level.
think they would consider that a belt knife for a Trolloc.
Yes, for Trolloc, yeah.
Belt
Short
knives for
sword for
Trollocs
everyone
are
else.
actually, like sting length if you were talking Lord of the Rings. How are we supposed to keep up with all this amazing streams? You know what? You just got to do your best. Do your best and forget the rest. I don't remember what that's
Good luck.
from, but yeah.
Get yourself a planner.
Yeah.
Get yourself a planner.
She got her herbs wet. Tragic. Oh, you don't think that the leather is oiled so that it's
Well, that's oiled leather.
it's gotta be oiled
rain.
leather. It's gotta be waterproof. That's my guess.
So,
Go ahead.
go ahead. No, please.
No, you
I
go.
was going to say, this actually ties into one of the other teasers where we see her running through the woods and she looks back.
Uh-huh. Like she's being
And-
chased by a Trolloc.
Exactly. And again, she ends up in what it looks like where the women's circle were doing Egwene's whatchamacallit, her ceremony.
Right.
That's what it looks like.
Whatever
Yeah.
that ceremony is going to end up being, since
Yeah.
we don't exactly know yet. Okay,
we have no
Winespring,
clue.
this was your first time seeing it. What do you think?
Well, I kind of heard it.
Oh no. Is it,
I'm still trying to get Twitch up. I don't know what's happening over here right now. I will have it ready next time.
But you saw it visually. What did you think about
I
the
saw
visuals?
it visually 2 times.
Okay.
It looked like she was screaming as she was coming out of the water, so I don't know what she was saying, but she looked mighty for sure.
She did look mighty.
Yeah.
She did look mighty.
Wilder got a
Incredible.
wild from Jay Diggity. That's exactly. That is exactly perfect. That is right. 100%. Yeah, so that was pretty much all we saw in that clip, right? Is like things we've seen before. Nynaeve in the chamber with the pool, her hiding from a Trolloc like an absolute boss. Sorry, I just turned it on accidentally. And then she kind of, what is that imagery? Is it like Predator? Where he like is underwater and he like lifts his head up. I'm trying to think. There's a movie.
Oh no, that was her.
Yeah.
No.
That was her coming up for air at the end.
No, I mean, this feels like another
Oh,
movie that I've seen,
Yeah.
and I feel like it
Yeah,
might
totally feels like Predator.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
I thought so.
Yeah, I think
Like
it's
Alien versus Predator.
It's the classic 2 go under, 1 comes up kind of thing.
Yep. What a trope. We love that trope. All right. So let's see. Tavern graciously provided us with all the clips we're going to be using tonight. Will you walk me through which one we should do next? Because you named them all things. What is the world teaser? World
teaser is the one where they talk about the 2 rivers. Look for the one that says new.
New clip teaser. Oh, okay.
Oh, can you hear my dogs?
I can, but
I
that's okay.
can.
We love dogs.
Sorry, I'll mute.
Hello, dogs.
We love dogs. All right, hold on. Let's. I'm gonna pull it up. Pause it so it can load.
So this is the one that appeared on Amazon Prime in the header.
Oh, nice! You pulled that one. You managed to get it.
Yeah.
Look at you. Okay, we're gonna let it
Very
load
good.
first, and then we're gonna play it.
Yay,
Yay,
dogs.
dogs! September Plum. Yes. The fam is streaming this stream in the other room at the Winespring Cafe. I love that. Apocalypse
Nice.
Now, is that what it's from? Okay, I couldn't remember. I was like, I feel like I saw
yeah.
Predator as like a child, and so now I'm like that because I know he like smothers himself in mud or something to try and because the Predator's got heat sense. I don't know. We don't need to talk about Predator right now,
Wow.
but it has similar
Wow.
vibes.
Good details. Good details.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna watch this. The one that was on the header for the Amazon Prime app. Not everyone had access to this, I think, and I think they posted it over the weekend and then took it down within like an hour, which was kind of interesting.
Yes.
So see it here first if you haven't seen it yet. Let's do this. The dogs are really loud, Steven. Good one. Okay. Let's. All right. So stand by. I'm gonna pull up the second monitor and then we're gonna watch this clip.
Oh, Baby Shark meme reborn.
I'm gonna watch it on my phone.
The dog.
The Winespring end clip, is that right? Make sure I'm grabbing the right one
Oh
here.
no, it's the one that says new.
Just kidding, it wasn't loading that entire time because computers are gonna computer. Much like Wilders are gonna Wilder. So I'm gonna make you
Wilders are
not
gonna
stare
Wilder.
at that while it's loading for some reason. And then yeah, we'll come back to it. We'll circle back. Just give it a sec.
Yeah, I don't know why they took it down. They've been doing that for a few things lately. Like they'll put something. I think people are just posting stuff in one area and then nobody else is getting it, so they're removing it. I don't know. It's been weird.
Brando. So if a Trolloc goes after Rand and another goes after Nynaeve, well, we see scenes where a single Trolloc goes on an assassination attempt for all the EF5. It would make sense to keep the mystery. I see. So you're saying that like because they're playing up this mystery of who the Dragon Reborn is, and keep in mind we are keeping this spoiler free for the time being. Whether they're gonna send Trolloc assassins after all of them, I don't know if this is as much a Trolloc assassin as it is just
Nynaeve.
a fight that extends into the cave for some reason, but maybe.
Would that be like Commando Trollocs? Special Forces Trollocs?
Maybe. Why is this happening?
That's it. New shirt, Ninja Trollocs.
Ninja Trolls. I guess we'll see if that applies.
Why not?
All right, let's see. I'm gonna change the quality so it loads faster. Why is this happening? Yeah, I can't believe I thought the Nynaeve teaser was was a leak. Like, how would somebody have like a tiny piece but not like the whole thing? I would think.
I thought it was a leak too.
Yeah, because it was so hard to come by.
Because somebody had it and they had a link to a download place, but you couldn't find it anywhere on the web. It was weird.
Yeah, like somebody posted it on YouTube just after ripping it from the web, so that was different. All right, so we're gonna play it. You know what? And if it doesn't load, then we're just gonna like sit here and be really chill about it, okay? And we're gonna be patient. It's a 30-second clip.
Are you playing them from the drive?
Yeah. Is that a mistake?
Okay, no. Download them and then play them.
Ooh.
So if you have stuff, start downloading them now. It'll take 2 seconds to download though.
Perfect.
They're pretty quick.
All right, that is helpful. Very, very helpful.
You guys having fun tonight?
Hell yeah. Oh, sorry, you're not talking to me, huh?
Oh.
You're talking to
I'm talking to everybody.
Nice.
I'm so chill. You're not, the meme reborn is so chill. I don't know if I buy that.
I buy it.
That's my husband, y'all.
Is it really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, you're chill.
What if all countries have ninjas and we all... Wow, Roger Duran. What if all countries have ninjas and we only know about Japanese ninjas because they are really bad at being ninjas? Let me counter that. What if all countries have ninjas and they're all in a league of ninjas that spans borders, and the Japanese ninjas are designated to be the face of ninja-dom, and they show you themselves intentionally, much like the Aiel. Think about it.
Isn't that from Batman? Isn't that the League of Darkness or whatever the hell that is?
League of Shadows.
League of Shadows.
Could be. All right, I'm gonna try and play this thing. Let's
do it.
Let's see if it works.
Okay.
The Dark One is waking, but there will be one who can stand against him, and it's one of you.
One of us, the Dragon Reborn, the most powerful channeler that ever lived.
Every prophecy is the same. The dragon will either defeat the Dark One or join him. I'll kill them myself before I let him have them.
The Wheel of Time. Only on Prime Video.
I love that one. First of all, can I just jump in here and say I love it so much, not just because of the Aiel, which is incredibly exciting, but because we heard Barney Harris talk, and him as Matt is still just like, I love it.
Am I the only one that heard him talk and thought Snape?
What?
He goes,
Really?
One of us, the Dragon Reborn. One of us, the most powerful channeler. I just heard.
You think
Snape
he sounds like Alan Rickman?
One of us.
One of us is the Dragon Reborn.
God.
Turn to page
Oh,
394. Are you playing it out loud, Winespring?
I want to make sure I got to see this one.
Okay.
It's on my phone.
I feel like I can hear it slightly, but that's really funny. Okay, so that one was beautiful. Loved it. All right, so Tavern, what stood out to you about that one? What's your favorite part?
Let's talk about the Aiel.
Okay.
I mean, everything else kind of plays into what we've seen with that Aiel fight. I mean, we're talking about Illianers, the possibilities, without getting into the books, the possibilities of who that particular Aiel may or may not be, who the Illianer that she is fighting may or may not be. The implications are huge. It's all speculative, but holy cow. I mean, now I will say that what stands out to me in this, and should I yell spoilers? Do you have a thing for that?
I have a thing that I can put up for spoilers. So I'm gonna throw up a spoiler tag, and once I put it back down, we're going to hold on.
It's a small thing, but I just want to make sure.
I need to make sure this is right. Yep, this is right. Okay, I'm gonna throw it up real quick, and then I'll put it back down once we're done with spoilers.
Throwing
Okay.
up gang signs.
Go ahead.
There it is. Warning: this segment contains spoilers for the Wheel of Time.
There you go.
Good job.
Back to the screenshot.
Back to the screenshot.
You could?
Absolutely. And what are these spoilers for before we start?
It's for the Aiel.
For just like books, or do you not know how far we get into books?
I wouldn't say books because I didn't read New Spring, so
Got it.
This is just a general observation.
Okay, sure. Second monitor. Here we go.
All right, the one thing that I noticed right off the bat is no red hair.
Yeah.
I don't see a black, I don't see the black veil. Don't know what the deal is with that, but I'm sure they'll explain that somehow. But I don't see black hair or red hair, I should say. Might be all tucked up in the top, but
I think the lighting in this is such that that could be red. It could be like really intense red.
Somebody said it could be that they zoomed in and it might have been like bloodied, like matted blood, which would make it dark.
Yeah,
but just from first observation.
Okay. So we're not all right. I don't know how that was a spoiler. Was there anything else that you wanted to say before I take down the spoiler warning?
Oh, it goes up for. I mean, I thought it possibly could be a spoiler for later on in the books when we hear the story of Rand and whatnot.
I see. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
It's a good point.
Okay.
We're not sure it's an Aiel, except for I think it is. All right. I'm gonna get rid of the spoiler thing, and then we can talk more. Okay. Now we're done with spoilers. It has a spear. Generally,
it has a spear.
She has a spear. She has a veil that's pulled down for some reason. It's not black, but I feel like the Aiel would make an exception in this case because black would stand out in the snow.
The snow, yeah.
Smart.
So that is my thought. Also, Winespring, do you have a thought?
No. Yes. I love her posture. She's like stabbing like up. It totally looks like it's going into that chest plate, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing.
I'm really into this. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
What I think this is going to be, which is I think everyone's pretty much agreed on what it's all the book readers kind of know what we think it's going to be, and it's so exciting. I'm so ready to see it.
I couldn't believe that they actually put that in the trailer or that they put it in the show. I'm like stoked.
Yeah. Basically, for the uninitiated, and this isn't really spoiling, I'm just gonna say that the Aiel are so cool. Their culture, it's like a culture of people who live elsewhere, and they have completely different, like they're different in almost every single way, and they're amazing fighters. And the fact that we're getting a look at an Aiel that's gonna be fighting is gonna be a good scene, let me just say. Do you have another clip that you want me to start, like, in the process of...
I mean, those were the last two, with the exception of the Moraine and Land that came out today.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really fast one.
Is that one on here or no?
It's on there.
It's in...
Got them all.
Got them all. All right. What is that one called? Here we go.
It says Moraine and Land.
Moraine and Land. Phew. Okay, you're gonna have to give me a second, because I didn't, prep accordingly, and then I am apparently bad at this game, but we're working out the kinks here.
While you're doing that, yes, you are allowed to advertise Michelle C. Smith as a maiden. Hell yes. If you guys know who Michelle C. Smith is?
I know. Who's that?
Oh my God, she is like a swordsmith. She does videos of her training with lightsabers.
Oh, is she on TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen her
on TikTok, YouTube.
Oh, okay.
She's ridiculous.
Okay.
Very cool.
So you can advertise for that.
I think the one from today, Nim Hithriel, is the warder thing. What's a warder, right? Is that I didn't actually.
Oh no, there's a what's a warder, and there's one called Moraine and Land.
Oh, and that's the one we're watching. The Moraine and Land one was
the
one from today.
Dropped today. Yes.
Got it. Okay. Well, I pulled it up, and I'm gonna see if we can watch it. Let's see, and I'll come back if it's not working. So never fear. Everybody, be patient.
Both have work to do today.
Learn Mandrag. This is Moraine.
Whatever happens now, there's no turning back.
No bond is closer than an Aes Sedai and her warder.
Okay, was there anything new in that one? Or like maybe just some new
There was a couple.
action shots?
Yeah, a couple of quick action shots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still
we
exciting.
Yeah, so exciting.
The big serrated sword for like a split second, Trolloc sword.
Oh, that's neat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like right in the middle. You could see it. It was very jagged.
That's so funny. I just paused it like at the exact moment, so I'm gonna pull it up. Okay, there was a Trolloc sword. Sorry. I was just really proud of myself for pausing it at the exact right time. Matt's dagger, I'm straight, but Lan can get it. I mean, yeah.
That's basically how they were described in the book, so that's spot on. Looks amazing.
I agree. Also, the line that was like the bond between an Aes Sedai and her warder or whatever, that was not Lan who said that. So I'm interested who that was, you know? I don't think we saw a person saying it, but it was not Lan. Bond is stronger. Okay. Easy there on the spoilers. Leave it at that. I like it. Nim Hithril, but ease up. Don't spoil anything. Wait.
I didn't want to read it out loud.
Michelle C. Smith might have worked with Jennifer Chan Garcia on Van Helsing. Whoa.
She's amazing.
So she's got a hookup then in the Wheel of Time. I love that.
Nice.
Okay. Probably Steppen, considering the last video and his talking about Aes Sedai. I think you're probably right, Morshadi. That sounds right. That was going to be my guess, but I didn't want to be wrong because I hate being wrong, so I didn't say it out loud. The epitome of shyness. Yeah, I think you're right too. I think it was Steppen probably, our dual axe wielding friend that everyone.
We started on those damn axes.
I'm not an armorer. I don't know anything about weapons, so I think they look pretty, but I know you guys probably like hate me for that.
But we'll call them Instagram axes.
Okay.
They look pretty.
You know what? Stepping in his Instagram axes. I feel like he's got the Instagram locks, his like beautiful flowing hair, you know? So that works.
Like when he kills somebody, he takes pictures of it. He takes pictures of it. Look at my axes.
Yep. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, so guys, I'm just really jazzed about everything that the Wheel of Time has been letting out. So those were the most recent clips that we've seen, and we could watch everything, but I feel like we've posted reaction videos before. So what I want to talk about in our last 15 minutes more than the clips, unless Winespring, did you have anything else to say about that one? Had you seen it?
So I love this. It happened so fast. I was trying to find what time it happened just now, but I believe it's Moraine. Her hand comes up and you see the weave like swirl around her hand real fast.
Yeah.
Man, like super powerful.
I wonder what she was
doing. You mean it when she's when she's fighting?
In the middle of fighting, yeah.
That was cool. That was new, actually.
What is that? What is that?
And toward the end, she was doing her fighting in the middle of, it looked like Emmons Field, right?
Yeah.
And there was a part where the weaves came in and swirled really fast. That was insane. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Love it. All the channeling has got me super pumped. So speaking of that, I think for our last 15 minutes, we should probably get into like what we are excited or scared of when it comes to the show. We're all Wheel of Time buffs, you know, even though Tavern hasn't read New Spring. We're all really big fans of the Wheel of Time here, and I think just everything we've seen has given us an idea of what we're going to see and what we're maybe not going to see. So Tavern, have you done a little thinking? Do you know how you're feeling? What do you think? What's going through your mind right now?
So when I was in school, we learned how to write scripts and all of this stuff. I had a creative writing degree program, and so I get it. Just like when they did Harry Potter, they stuck to one plot line as opposed to going on, and all these different things. You have to do the same here, especially if they're looking at I think it was 6 seasons. Or was it 8? I don't remember. But either way, it's a lot of books to shove into such a small amount of time. So I'm okay with changes. Okay with changes as long as they stick to the main plot line and it helps the story move forward. I don't like changes just for the sake of changing. It makes no sense to me to do that. So I'm expecting some changes. I'm okay with that. What I'm worried about, I think what a lot of people worry about, I'm worried that they're going to do Loyal dirty. That's my biggest concern.
How? Like visually?
Yeah, what do you
or
mean?
Plot wise?
I think visual. No, not really plot wise, because I think I have enough trust in Rafe and the crew over there to get the plot correct. I think visually, they've spent a lot of time and money on the Trollocs, and the Trollocs look amazing. The Trollocs look better than I ever imagined they could look.
Yeah,
right.
same,
They're not
for sure.
easy. They're amazing. If they spent that much time on the Trollocs, and Loyal is not 10 feet freaking tall. I mean, I'm gonna watch it anyways. I'm not lying. You know, who's gonna? Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna watch it, but I'm gonna die inside a little bit.
Just a little bit. Okay. Well, good thing in
Don't die.
this universe there is rebirth, right? So even if you die, you can come back.
Come back as the Bar Reborn.
Also, can I just say Nim Hithril? God, why can I not say your name? Nim Hithril. 8 seasons and a movie. I'll take it. Let's do it. Okay. Can we just all sign up for that right now?
8 seasons
I'm
in a
in.
movie. Yes.
All right, Winespring, what about you? Where are you at right now? Thoughts, fears? Where...
I don't have any fears about the show. I fully trust what they're doing. Every time they drop something, every time they show us something, my hype just goes up. So, yeah, not worried about that. I am most looking forward to seeing, more, maybe hearing even more, how Nynaeve communicates out loud and how her character is received like out loud, not like in the book, like reading inside her mind.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's actually really interesting because with Nynaeve, you hear in her POV like her insecurities and not as much that, but like her obstinate. I don't know, her like she's bound and determined for people to take her seriously in her head, and then outwardly sometimes she can get kind of aggressive to try and make that happen. And like and if you just saw her on the outside, you wouldn't really know like necessarily what she's up to and why she's doing what she's doing. But with her internal monologue, you know what's going on. You know, she's got this thing where she wants everyone to think she's old enough because she's the youngest wisdom and all this other stuff. So that's cool.
It's funny. I don't actually think about that as much, about her like issues needing to be validated. I think more about how she so passionately loves her friends.
Yeah.
And you don't hear that so much outside of her mind. So
I love that.
I can't wait to see how they display like her passionate love for the people in her life.
Truly is the soul of the books.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah. He is the soul of characters, really.
Yeah, she's like the glue.
She really is.
Yeah.
That's a good point. That's that. I really hope they do a good job there. All right, so let's see. I am kind of along the same lines as you, Winespring, where basically everything I see just like makes me so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so ready.
Perfect.
I've been waiting for so long. My one thing that made me be like, oh no, is the description of Matt on their like little character bios, where they're like, you know, his troubled past and his parents who aren't good people make him wonder if he's good or not, or whatever. I'm paraphrasing. But like Matt ends up, no spoilers, but he ends up as my second favorite character in the entire series.
That's awesome.
Second only to Egwene. They are two incredibly different characters, but that's kind of the reason why I like them. Egwene goes one way, like structure. I'm not going to say anything more. Matt goes the other way, which is just chaos. You know what I mean? But great chaos, and I love it. And his POVs are never boring. Like Dagger Matt is my least favorite Matt, so I'm gonna get probably
Dagger Matt.
My least favorite Matt is going to be in the first season, most likely. I hope. But that description just makes me really nervous that it's gonna be longer than book 1 or 2. Like they're gonna make him into like this will they, won't they, is he a bad person thing. And so yeah, I'm nervous about that. Not gonna lie.
I think there's a just my opinion from because I did read that too, and I was worried about that whole thing. But then I started thinking about it, and if he comes from from troubled parents or from some kind of issue with his parents, right? And he's always, what does it say in the bio, that he wants to know that he's good? Right? You know, he's always trying to make sure that he's good or whatever.
Yeah.
Later on in the books, when he meets a certain child, it takes him in. I think starting his character like this makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah, More Shoddy's
Because
got a
there'll
good
be-
point on Twitch. He says the description feeds the personality of Dagger Matt, makes it easier to believe without having to work too hard for it, makes the change back more of a relief. I agree. If they lead us down this path where they're like, oh, is it more than just the dagger? I'm gonna be like, and then if they bring us back and it's like, just kidding, I'm gonna be like, yes. So that's what I'm hoping for that. Sorry, Tavern, did I interrupt you? I didn't mean to.
Oh no, you're perfectly fine. That was it. I mean, I think that and that helps as well. I think that the change was a positive change, and I think it's going to help move the story forward.
Yeah.
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 And grow the character.
Dagger.
Quickly.
Matt's dagger. Why do you always get blamed? Because everything's your fault. Okay.
I mean,
You, excuse me, sir,
Dramatic.
or ma'am. I don't know. Wait, is Matt's dagger male or female? Does it matter?
No, I'm not sure. Not sure.
Doesn't really matter.
Two Rivers Badger dramatic character arcs are likely in the show. I agree. I mean, they gotta play it up for TV,
Yes.
honestly, and I live for the drama.
Yes.
I'm excited about that. But if the drama comes at the expense of Matt's overall story, like in the end, like if Matt ends up being a dark friend, woo. Kritter
listen.
XD is gonna be a little salty. I mean,
I said,
not gonna happen.
as long as they stick to the story, I'm okay.
I mean, he's my second favorite. He's my favorite guy. I mean, I'll just have to see what they do with it. But I'm gonna be sad.
What was that thing from The Walking Dead? If Daryl dies, we riot. If Matt dark friends, we riot.
Yeah.
Mad Dark Friends,
Yeah.
we'll have a like a I was about to say seance, like a day of mourning or like a week of mourning. Yeah. So that's we're gonna have a seance about Matt. The something. It's late. I worked all day. Come on. So yeah, I guess we've got 5 minutes left, fam. Before we say our goodbyes, does anybody have any final words for our original, inaugural, The Wheel and Chill show? Tavern, where are you at?
Thank you. One, thank both of you for agreeing to do this. This is amazing. You guys are amazing. I love talking to you guys, and to be able to do this on a live stream is incredible. Thank you for the people that showed up and watched tonight and participated. You've been incredible as well. And the last thing I want to say is congratulations to Kritter XD for being able to go to the live premiere and to host. We will not be around next Monday because we're going to be watching that. Winespring is going to be a VIP at the Dallas fan screening. So kudos to her. I'm still fighting the good fight trying to get into Miami. Apparently I don't have a passport and they don't want to let me back in there. That's it. That's all I got. So congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
Miami.
Well, what about you, Winespring? Any last words?
Oh, last words. Oh, so serious and heavy.
Before the show, last words on the
We might
stream
have a seance.
before
For
the
the
show
stream.
airs. Before the show airs.
Pre-seance, last words. Got it. Okay. So thanks for having me here. Thanks for letting me come and be nervous and honest about my nerves. And I hope next time my technical difficulties will be more limited. And go make my food. winespringcafe.com. Make my food, take photos, tell me about it, leave me comments, please.
Yes, I will put all of our links and stuff in the description of the YouTube video for sure after the fact. I need to look at what Twitch lets me do after the fact, but either way, we're gonna we've got Tavern Tavern. He's on TikTok, he's on Twitch, he's on YouTube, he's on Twitter. Winespring's got a website. She's on Twitter, she's on Instagram. She's also on TikTok, I've seen, and YouTube. So find us. We're everywhere. And you know me. You might know me. I don't actually know. I'm Kritter XD. I'm also on TikTok and Twitter as Egwene Elvire, and I have a regular Kritter XD thread too, where I'm not always in character. Not that I'm great at being in character as Egwene. And Twitch and YouTube and Instagram and I've got a Discord, so I'm gonna put all these links in the description.
She's everywhere.
And everywhere. You should be.
We don't know who she is. We just found a Brigida cosplayer and invited her to the host.
Right. Yes, exactly. So yeah, that's well, thanks everyone for being here. This was so much fun. And our next Wheel and Chill show will be after the Wheel of Time airs. Let's say that again. 2 weeks will be our next show. And that's going to be after it airs. Okay, so that's pretty much it. We're going to sign off now. Thank you all for being here.